People think language learning requires intensity. More hours, more structure, more materials. But what actually keeps my languages alive is consistency. Nothing complicated, just simple actions repeated every day, small promises you make to yourself and try to keep. So let me show you using my own week as an example how I plan it and what these small promises actually look like in practice. English is my first language. I have known it since school, and over time it just stopped being a subject I studied. I use it in my work and conversations, and even right now as I'm recording it, I teach it, I read in it, I live in it. It's no longer something I study, it's something I rely on. Okay, no one knows it yet, but I'm taking IELTS tomorrow and it will be my third time. I've never taken IELTS just for fun. There's always been a purpose behind it, and this time is not an exception. So the exam is tomorrow. Am I nervous? Surprisingly, no, because I've taken the exam before, so the structure is still fresh in my head. And I've just opened my favorite practice website. Let me walk you through it. So the website is called IELTSonlinetests.com, and I have already passed listening, which is 8.5, and I'm not really satisfied with this band, but I'm going to be more focused, I think, on during the exam, I hope. But I'm not really sure that I will succeed in all of them, especially writing. Writing is my weakest side, and I think I will fail. So I'm going to practice some more tasks from this exam in order to get the hang of it. I studied Turkish every day when I lived in Istanbul. I went through textbooks, did a lot of exercises. I really needed that structured phase that time. And I needed discipline to build a foundation. So I did it. But over time, my relationship with Turkish changed. And now I realize that it doesn't respond well to being forced. Turkish works best for me when I let it exist quietly in the background of my day. Watching some series, listening to some podcasts. I don't sit down to study it anymore. I just let it live around me. But I will still carve out time for it in my planner so I don't forget to immerse. French is a lifelong relationship for me. I started learning it in my first year of university when I chose linguistics, and it has stayed with me ever since. And also working in Paris helped me move beyond textbooks and truly adapt to the language and its culture. So today I stay connected to French through films, music, and regular speaking sessions with people online. Now Spanish, I'm learning this language in a more relaxed way, and French helps me a lot because it's another Romance language and so many structures and words feel familiar. So how do I learn Spanish? Once a week I study with a teacher in a group where we mostly talk and discuss different topics and study grammar as well. And between classes I try to keep Spanish around me in simple ways. For example, when I go to the gym, I try to listen to some interesting, easy podcasts in Spanish. Here you will see some of my favorite ones. I also keep a journal in Spanish, and it's probably one of the most effective habits I have built. It helps me turn passive knowledge into something I can actually use. Now Arabic. When I decided to learn a language that was completely different from everything I already knew, I was choosing between Arabic and Chinese. They both represent different linguistic systems with unfamiliar writing systems. That was exactly what attracted me. And eventually I chose Arabic. And to be honest, it's the language that I've been least consistent with. I don't study it often enough, and because I travel, my lessons get interrupted from time to time. And again, I've realized that the languages like Arabic or any other language, they need structure, they need regular practice, and long breaks make it much harder to build momentum. And if you have any ideas, any tips for learning the languages that I've mentioned, feel free to share them in the comments. I'd love to hear them.